So hello friends, this is Ariman. I'm back and I'd like to show you something very interesting today. So how to access values in a dictionary and how to do string concatenation, which is adding values to each other to form a sentence. So let's first open idle. So you can see I just opened idle. So let me first start giving examples. So let's say like this. So A equals so the curly brackets are the limits of the dictionary, and let's give us a name to the list in the dictionary, which is, let's say, home, and the double dot home, and then now the list, which is, let's say, jet. So example, water, then bird, bird, and then water, bird, let's give value gate, whatever you want. Okay, so that's a choice. So gate. So that's it. So let's close the list. You saw it became dark, and when I close the dictionary, you'll see, look at that, you saw that, and that's it become dark. So that's the end of the dictionary. So now let's say I want to access bird. Okay, so I'll just let you know, this is the 0th term, this is the first term, this is the second term of this list called home. Okay, so yeah, so that's that. So let me first access the word bird. So this is how you do it. So input another variable r, let's say r equals this name of this list is a, so I'll of the dictionary is a, sorry, so I'll put a, and the dictionary's name just home, so a home. Okay, so I'll do that. Then I will add another variable q equals let's say, yeah, okay, so I'd like r, and then I'd like the first term, right? So this is how I do it. So type r, the bracket, and 1, so that I get access to the first term. Okay, so very good. So now let's see what to do. R1. Okay, so now we want to add something. So let's say letter. That thing is called letter. Okay, so letter equals whatever you want to do. So hello bird. Okay, so hello, and then the dictionary, so that the value bird, the string bird can come in here. So so hello dot, we'll do the format, and then the value, which is q, so format q. Okay, format q, sorry, format q. So now let's just print it. We will get to see what happens. So print letter. So look at that, hello bird. So can you see that, hello bird? Yeah, so that is, so let's see how I accessed it. So like this, hello, I put it in the last value, so it came here directly, and here the bird fit in. How I accessed bird, so first I input home, so first I input a, then home, then q equals r, which is r first, so this is the 0th term, this is the first term. So I put 1, and then I just call it letter, and then hello. Then you have to put these curly brackets, other brackets won't work, because here also it shows the dictionary's limits, and dictionaries are showed with curly brackets only. So that, and then the format, it's a command, and q is the name of this. Okay, and then this simple command, print letter, and I printed, and that's what came, hello bird. So that's the simple method to access. So we did two things here. First, we accessed bird from this list, and then we did string concatenation, which is we added the string hello with the string bird. So it's quite interesting. So that's the first point for today's video, and let me show you another very interesting thing. So you know this thing called like in mathematics we have it, comparing numbers. So you can compare numbers even on Python. So this is how you do it. So first we'll do this. So yeah, so we'll first write print print. So let's say we want to do 3, print 3, and then we'll do that print 3 greater than sign 9. Okay, so 9. So if it's true, the calculator will say true, the calculator that is in the Python, and if it's false, it's false. So look what happens. True, because 9 is greater than 3. That's another point to remember. And then we can have interesting things like this. So let's have a look at it. Yep. So let's give another example. So print 4, and then 4, and now let's change this true to false. So 4. So wait, I'll tell you another thing before this, which is important. So if you want to know which number is better, right? Like not better in a way, which number is bigger, sorry, bigger. So this is how you do it. Not bigger, I'm very sorry, I'm confused myself. So it's which number is equal, like 4 is equal to 4, so like that. So 4 equals and 5. So if so it is called an equality test. So 4 5. So if it's true, let's have a look. False, because 4 is not equal to 5, that's why. So I'll show you another proof that this is a good thing. So 4 equals 4, this will come true there. True, because 4 equals 4. Interesting, right? Yeah. So now let's show you the second point, another very interesting thing in Python. So well, let me just cover up. So there are 3 types of values. So first type first type integer. Second type, first type integer. Second type is string. Second type is string. And the third type is, so wait, let me first give you an example of these two. So yeah, so integer examples, all whole numbers. So integers are all whole numbers. So integers are whole numbers. There are example 1, 2, 56, 1000. So that's also an integer example. So never mind, all these are showing because I'm not having Python, I'm just explaining you guys, so that doesn't really matter. And the third type, let me type it. Third type is called well, wait, oh, I'm really sorry. These are the types. There are 7 types. I don't remember. Sorry. So third type. So this is actually uh, data storage. So third type is called float. Fourth type. Fourth type is bool. Fifth type is well, dictionary. Dictionary. And sixth type is the sixth type is the set. Okay, so set. And seventh and final type is a very interesting one called list. So list, so I'll show you. So we used in our example in so in this one in this one we sorry, not that one, yeah. So in this one we used list, which was this. We used a dictionary, which was this. We didn't use integers. We didn't use integers. String, we used these. This is a string, this is a string, this is a string, this is a string, yeah. And bool, we didn't use bool. I'll tell you that in another video. It's a big thing. Set, we didn't use either. Float, we didn't use either. Whole numbers, so integers we didn't use either here. Oh no, here, so these are integers, so used. So that's it. So that's a very, so these are 7 types of data storage. Not data storage, rather data type. Okay, so those are the data types. Data type. Okay, so yeah, so very interesting. And then we'll study, so we yet have to study this, and this. So I hope we'll study that at some other point. So now we have, so there are many things. So let me show you another example. So let's say d equals a great person. That's a great person. Okay, so great person. So d equals great person, and we want to access great. So this is how you do it. I'll show you again in case you forgot. So do it. So this is how you do it. F equals J, sorry, D, and I hope you remember that this is the zeros term and this is the first term. Never make the mistake of cutting the first and this is the zeros, this is the first. Okay, so D equals, also that's F T zeros term and to access, so F equals 0, and let me just print that one. Print F. There you go. Great. So now, interesting thing. Why did this entire thing not come? Why? Yeah. So that's what I wanted to show you. So so 0 means the 0, because in this case the quotes form the entire thing. So if there was a quote here, yeah, if there was a quote somewhere here, only then would this have been the zeroth term and the first term. But the G is the zero. So in this case, this is the zeroth term, first term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, sixth term, etc. So remember, the space is also counted as a term. So yeah, so that's it. So that's one point to remember. And I'll also show you one last thing for today. This is called string slicing. So like we like to cut a string. Okay, so let's show you something. So L equals, let's say, Alexander the Great. Okay, so Alexander the Great. So now F equals L, and we want to access Alexander, the entire thing here. So remember, this is the zeroth term, and this is the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth term R. So this is what I'll do: 0, and R was the ninth term, so 9. We'll do that, and then let's see what happens. Print F. You can see that Alexander there. Yeah. So you have to mention all these. So instead of mentioning 0, 1, you can just put this double dot and mention it in 1. So that's it. So that is string slicing. So thank you very much for your patience, and I'll teach you float, bool, and set in my next videos. So thank you for watching me. Goodbye. See you next time.